Hello guys, good evening. It's almost midnight here, but I'm trying to make this video because it's been a while. And for this video, we are going to be looking at 5 universities that accept a 2-2 result, HND, and an ND degree. So if you fall into any of this category, regardless of the program, majorly science programs, but they have a mixture of arts programs, social sciences programs. Make sure that you watch this video to the end because it is very useful for you. We have some other universities here among these 5 that clearly do not accept application fee. So you might want to stay till the end to check which university that is, and we'll get right into the video. So the first one for this video would be Dartmouth College.
Dartmouth College offers several master's and doctoral degrees. So this here is what their website looks like. These are some of the programs that they offer. And mind you that they have funding for international students. Basically, from my understanding, they are more science oriented than arts or maybe commercial or professional programs. So for those who are science intensive but probably have like 2-2, you could look into this school. And these are some of the instructions for you to go through when you are applying. You could click on any of this, and there is this instruction as well. Here you would see the requirements to submit. If you're submitting like a GRE, you would see how to submit it. I mean, GRE is not compulsory, it varies by the program, but yes, there is still, some of those requirements. And they said you can have up to 4 recommendation letters, and then you can also submit your academic transcript. So for Dartmouth, I do not think that they accept diploma, that's ND or HND. I think that they actually accept transcripts or certificates from, say, a university. So you'd have to keep that in mind when you're doing that.
And the next one would be West Virginia University.
This is what their website looks like. And so you could apply to different master's program or PhD. Here you'd see that they have about 101 master's degree program. You'd see here 101, and it ranges from science to arts to education to biostatistics. So you have different programs that you could go for your master's degree. And then they have about 56 PhD programs. And this is also science intensive. I think that they have something on business administration. So you could go through this website and see what is available for you. Here is the instruction particularly for international students. I am pleased to let you know that this particular university accepts a CGPA of 2.75 on a 4.0 scale. So if you are from countries like Nigeria that have 5.0 scale, you might need to want to do a WES evaluation just to help expedite your application decision, because for them to start converting your 5.0 to 4.0 to determine if it's, so to help the process and make it easy, just convert it. Try to find, a way to convert it. And then they also accept, you could see here, they said they consider HNDs and ONDs. So if you have HND or OND, do not be discouraged. This school might just be the best fit for you.
Thirdly is the University of Cincinnati.
University of Cincinnati has a lot of programs, about 993. And if you go to their website, this is what it looks like. you can actually just narrow it down to what you want. So they have a mixture of science programs, a mixture of social sciences programs. So you could see something like art education, art administration, applied economics. So if you are quite science intensive, you have programs that you are interested in, say a professional program like business administration, this could also be very useful for you. They have online programs as well in business administration, marketing, and things like that. But I think that most of their programs are more within the school, so in person. So you have to check to be sure that what you're going for is here. Okay. And then here is their admission requirements. You will see here that they want at least a B average, which can be interpreted as a 2-2. And then they have other instructions on the web page for you to go through and make sure that you meet the requirements. Like I would always say, it's important for you to always read anything that has to do with international students so that you're not missing out on any very relevant information. So like this one, it says that if you have done your coursework outside of the United States, you'd have to do a transcript evaluation. So this is the evaluation that they use. You see WES here. So if you have done WES, good for you. If not, you might have to do it in order to be accepted to these programs. And then we have the proof of English and the test scores. I've shown you how to navigate around this so that you don't have to write GRE or even TOEFL or IELTS. Okay, so you could check my videos on how to do that. You'd have to submit a CV and a personal statement. And of course, I have these videos on my website for you or my YouTube page for you to go through and see how you could write a good CV that you would use for this kind of application.
So let's check out the Western Illinois University.
The next one is the Western Illinois University. And this says here that the fall 2025 application is open. So this might just be a good time for you to get in the application, submit it, and make sure that you have a chance next year. And this is their website. You just go through it and make sure that you find a lot of information. See that they have nutrition and dietetics program for anyone who is interested anyways. So I just wanted to go run through their admission requirements here for you. They have different instructions for different programs. You see freshman, transfer students, but we're interested in the graduate students. You see here that they said you'd have this GPA of 2.75 on a 4.0 scale. And like I said before, in a case like this, you might have to do a conversion, a WES evaluation. Sometimes you don't even need WES evaluation. There was something I did during my time where I was able to get a pseudo WES evaluation. So if you go on the WES webpage, I have a video on that fully. You don't even have to do an official one. You can just get, something that could stand in on, a 4.0 scale and submit instead of having to spend a lot of money and waste all the time. This also has some very important information that you might want to go through. Frequently asked questions. Always remember that it's important to read. You would always hear me emphasize on reading. Here it says that what is the format of letters of recommendation, and it says it should be on letterhead, preferred but not required. But then it says your full name and your ID should be included in all letters, as should the name of the recommendation provider. So basically, let your name, your ID of application, so that they can identify you, and then the name of the person sending that recommendation letter. So as much as possible, please try to read. I also want to add that the Western Illinois University accepts HND and ND certificates. So if you have this, consider this as well. Also, they have a wide range of funding through assistantships, so GATAs, RAs. They have a wide range, especially for PhD programs. So check it out. Make sure that you are emailing the right people, asking the right questions, just so that you do not miss it. And remember, the 2025 application is open, so make sure you try to get in your application before the deadline. All right.
Our final one is the Tulane University. I hope I pronounced that right.
This is what their website is. When you go there, they have a lot of information. So because I am big on financial aid, I quickly went to the office of the financial aid, and you would see the different things about, different programs, the financial aid available for them. When you click on this, you would see different schools, different instructions for them. For example, liberal arts, it says that those, pursuing a master's or a PhD, seeking aid to supplement any assistance. So there can, like, the school would offer you assistantship, but then you can also seek aid to supplement, right? I also went to this place where it's the Office of Research Funding Opportunities. They have different fundings available. So if you feel like your program is research intensive, or rather your research interest is, quite intensive, and you think that you can write a good pitch for grants or money to be given to you, this is the website to go to apply. So now they have different programs here. You'd see between social sciences, you'd see some arts, you see some liberal arts, languages, some pure sciences, biostatistics and things like that. So just for you to know what they have available to them. And then this is a site that just talks about the master's program requirements. There are different requirements here. But the good thing is that they also operate on a 4.0 scale. And that means that for you to probably convert what you have gotten, you would need, like I said, to do a WES evaluation. But this school has a GPA calculator that will be very useful for you. And I think one of the schools I wanted to apply to also had a GPA calculator. So what I did was I used their GPA calculator, and I just downloaded my 4.0 results, but I didn't have to officially pay or whatever. So any school I was going to apply to that wanted a 4.0, I had plans to use it, even though I ended up not using it. But it helps me know what my 5.0 results looked like in 4.0. So I just want you to keep that in mind. And then finally, I went to one of the programs, School of Science and Engineering, to see some of the requirements that they would likely have. One of the things I saw is we do not charge application fee for PhD programs, MS or graduate certificate programs. So no application fee. I didn't check other programs, so you just check and be sure that your program, is similar to this. But a very good thing about it is that they are quite explicit in what they want. Like, they do not require GRE. I mean, this is a gift. They do not require GRE, but they said if you have taken it, you could include the score. So it's not necessarily, the criteria for giving you this seat here is not required. Same with tests, English test scores, so they are optional. So I think it's a very good school. You might want to check it out. From what I saw, some programs are still accepting for 2025. So if you think you want to, please apply. Here is another information on funding. It says that your PhD students are offered TARA 50% support. That is a lot. So yes, you could actually go for this. This is what they have. MS students also have some support. In fact, I read somewhere that this school supports all graduate students. So you need to check that out. And if it is true, then that is very good. Okay. So they said the graduate students who also have some kind of funding and scholarship or special support. So please try to check out these 5 universities that I have shown you today. And if you have any question, do not forget to ask me.
So now that we've all seen these universities, one thing I want you to keep in mind is that most of them are talking about the 2 from a 4.0 space, like a 4.0 scale of results of degrees, and that's what most US universities use. And if you're from like Nigeria, like I already explained, we use 5.0, so you might want to convert. I know that, like I showed you, Tulane University uses a CGPA calculator, One of the universities, I think, is the University of Michigan. I think they have a calculator as well. And what you can do is just put in all the information that is needed, allow it to calculate your results, make sure that you put in everything because you will still be asked to submit your 5.0 transcript as well as that 4.0. So you can as well just declare that this 4.0 is unofficial. Like if you don't want to spend money doing the WES evaluation, just download that and submit it. It will serve. At least I know when I tried, I think it's University of Michigan. I might be wrong, but I think it's University of Michigan. When I tried it, I just submitted. I ended up not completing that application, but yes, it was very useful because right now I know what my results from Nigeria looks like on a 4.0 scale. Okay, so I think that'll be very useful for you. If you found this video helpful, please tell me in the comment section that you found it helpful, and if you have any particular university or program you want me to talk about, you can let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you in another video. Bye bye.